Did you know that Magic Johnson's real name is Irvin Johnson? He was such a great player that people forgot his actual name, and we remember him by his name, Magic. The legend goes that a sports writer proclaimed him as Magic after one particularly mesmerizing performance during his high school era. Many NBA legends, including Michael Jordan, remember the former NBA player for his excellence on the hardwood. Who's the better point guard, Magic Johnson or Stephen Curry? Michael Jordan weighs in. That subject is still up for dispute. And it was rekindled by a recent internet interview in which Curry was questioned directly if he's the best player to have ever played his position in the NBA All-Star. Curry paused for a brief moment before responding, yes. From the 1980s to the beginning of the 1990s, Johnson played for the Showtime Lakers. His 13-year career included 5 NBA titles, 3 NBA Finals MVPs, and 3 League MVP awards. Magic Johnson is one of the all-time great point guards in the NBA. Magic changed the point guard position during his remarkable career. Johnson had a terrific presence on the court and had incredible playmaking skills. Curry is a member of the decade-old Golden State Warriors dynasty. Curry is a 4-time NBA champion, a 1-time NBA Finals MVP, and a 2-time League MVP who is still playing after 13 seasons. Curry, who is regarded as one of the game's top shooters, has made more three-pointers during the regular season than any other player in league history. Curry was favored over Johnson by ESPN's Stephen A. Smith. During a discussion on the issue on First Take, the NBA legend Michael Jordan, whose career crossed Johnson's for most of the 1980s and into the 90s, was prompted to comment as a result. "I beg to differ on the greatest point guard of all time. Magic Johnson is easily the best point guard of all time," Jordan said in a text Smith read on air. "Steph Curry is very close, but not in front of Magic. Steph Curry is by far the best shooter of all time. Yes, his movement has created many shots for his teammates. But Magic Johnson invented the triple-double. Not truly invented, but it makes it more noticeable in terms of the impact on the game. It's a point guard stat, to be honest. Magic was the best." There's no disputing that Steph Curry is beginning to move up the list of all-time NBA point guards. It's difficult to understand how outstanding Magic was when he played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Magic averaged 23.9 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 12.2 assists per game, while shooting 52.2% from the floor in one of his greatest seasons. The Showtime Lakers, still regarded as one of NBA's most dangerous offensive teams, had Johnson as their floor general. The argument about who is the greatest of all time will go on. Curry keeps enhancing his already outstanding list of achievements. Curry and Johnson's battle will intensify over time. For the time being, it's difficult to deny the Los Angeles Lakers icon as one of the all-time great point guards in NBA history. If you talk about the players who changed the game in the course of NBA history, Magic Johnson would be first on the list. Magic Johnson has a class of his own, and when he played in the NBA in the 80s, other players looked at him as if he came from a different planet. He's the only rookie ever to win the Finals MVP. Magic was doing unbelievable things, and no player has ever won the title Finals MVP in their first season. Remember the Game 6 of that final series? He played center position when Kareem was out for that game, and he drew 42 points. He was like a generation ahead of everybody. He began the trend of shooters like Steph Curry did in the 80s. Now, do you understand the greatness of Magic? Magic was a game changer. He was an elite playmaker, and it was like he had eyes on his back also. He knew every play move before it happened. The 6'9" point guard set the trend for 6'8" point guards, or even point forwards in today's leagues, as it was almost impossible to find such a 6'9" point guard like Johnson in the 80s. He put the way forward for today's point forwards. What do you think legends like Kobe Bryant have to say about the prime Magic? In the Jimmy Kimmel Show, the host Jimmy Kimmel asked Kobe about Magic, proclaiming Kobe as the greatest Laker ever. Kobe replied with his light humor that although he doesn't want to disagree with his elders, for him, it's Magic Johnson who is the greatest Laker of all time. We talked about how Johnson revolutionized the point guard position, but he also revolutionized the center position. He is the standard for the point guard position as well as the center position. Few players stand out in their respective sports, redefining how it's played thanks to their special talents. Of them was Irvin Magic Johnson. How talented was Johnson as a basketball player? So magnificent, maybe, that basketball fans in the future could wish they had been born years earlier simply to have seen Magic play in person, rather than only seeing him on highlight reels. He was to the 1970s what Julius Erving was to the 1950s, Oscar Robertson to the 1960s, and Bob Cousy to the 1950s. Everyone who saw Johnson play left with an imprint of what they'd seen. Whether it was a behind-the-back pass to a charging James Worthy, a half-court swish at the buzzer, or a smile that lit up an arena. How could a man so enormous accomplish so many things with the ball and with his body was a question that many asked as soon as he stepped onto the court. Magic existed. During his 13-year NBA career, during which he played the entire time with the Los Angeles Lakers, Johnson accomplished nearly all a player could hope for. He played for 5 championship squads. He received both the Finals MVP award and the Most Valuable Player award 3 times each. He was named to the All-NBA First Team 9 times and was an All-Star 12 times. He eclipsed Robertson's record for career assists, in which he eventually gave to John Stockton. He took home a gold medal at the 1992 Barcelona Olympics as a member of the original Dream Team. Although history necessitates that Robertson be acknowledged as the first man to regularly post double figures in 3 statistical categories in the same game, the term triple-double was inspired by his all-around performance in basketball. Unfortunately for the Big O, the triple-double wasn't even a concept in the 1960s. The most impressive feature of Johnson's game was his incredible passing ability, with no-look passes off the fast break, precise alley-oops from half-court, twisting feeds and overhand bullets under the rim through triple teams. He astounded spectators and perplexed opponents. Defenders anticipated him to pass, but instead he shot. They anticipated him to shoot, but he didn't. There have been instances when he has thrown passes and I wasn't sure where he was going, according to former Lakers swingman Michael Cooper. Then one of our players scores after catching the ball, and I immediately get up off the ground, sure that he must have tossed it through someone. I practiced all day, Johnson said to the USA Weekend. I dribbled with my right hand to the store and left my left hand back. I then went to bed holding my basketball. Johnson first acquired the nickname Magic while a standout at Everett High School. A sports writer who had just witnessed the 15-year-old prep player score 36 points, 16 rebounds and 16 assists gave him the moniker. Johnson's mother, a devoted Christian, thought that the name was blasphemous. Johnson's effort in the 6th game of the 1980 NBA Finals against the Philadelphia 76ers, which won the series, is legendary. In Game 5, Abdul-Jabbar scored 40 points but was forced to leave the game due to a severely damaged ankle. With a 3-2 lead, the Lakers could end the game on the 76ers court. Enter Johnson, a 20-year-old rookie. Johnson took Abdul-Jabbar's place at the center, skyhooking and grabbing 15 rebounds while leading the Lakers to win with 42 points. 7 assists, 3 steals, and 15 rebounds. Even when the opening tip came, he leapt. Johnson became the first rookie to ever take home the MVP honors in the finals. The incredible performance was a prime example of his amazing capacity to go above and beyond for the Lakers to win. In the Los Angeles Times, West had said of his amazing rookie, "We all thought he was a movie star player, but we found out he wears a hard hat. It's like finding a great orthopedic surgeon who can also operate a bulldozer." The legendary player Michael Jordan implied in an interview how Magic Johnson influenced him to be a top-notch player like Johnson himself. What do you think of Magic Johnson? The guy was scary good, right? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Till then, bye. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content like this.